Hi guys, today I've got a planets video for you and we are using these polystyrene balls in this special kit and we are going to make the planets and we're going to try a water paint marbling technique. Now I've got to admit I did this entire video and the planet looked awful the first time around, so I've decided to start all over again, but this time I think we're going to do a little bit better. So here's some of the stuff that you need. I have this special kit and it's got all the planets in it and it's got the little sticks and the skewers, but you can just buy the polystyrene balls yourself separately if you want. You need water. We always need water, right? I've got some acrylic paints here for painting the base of the balls. I've got some skewers for when we're drying them. These are just kitchen ones, and I've got some paint brushes. You can use any paint brushes, and I have these marbling inks and I bought a big selection of them, of some of these. There's 6 primary colours and there's also some metallic colours that I'm going to be using, and because I can't get all the colours that I want, I'm going to try and make some of my own marbling ink as well by using food colouring, which I bought. I got this kind of shade for Saturn, and also this dark brown one which might work well for Jupiter, but we'll see. We'll try it and we'll see if it works or if it doesn't work. And I also, you'll need one of these if you can, and these are foam blocks which people use. Florists use these and it's only about £1, and this will help us when we're drying the planets off. Okay, so let's get started. So we also have these sticks, which is for putting the planets together in the end, because they all kind of crisscross each other as they go into the sun. And we can paint these. I think I'm going to paint these black, but I'll do that at the end. I'll use the acrylic paint to do that. And we've also got the ring for Saturn, which is made out of foam, so we'll need some glue to stick that on. And then we have to work out which ones are which, because they're all different sizes. And there's a guide here at the back, so we can figure this out. Probably by starting from the biggest to the smallest. The biggest one is of course going to be the sun. And what I'm going to do, because I tried doing this without painting the balls first, it didn't look very nice. I think it's better to paint them with acrylic paint, let them dry for a day, and then dip them into the marbling. Okay, so we can do this. We can start with the biggest one, I think, so that we know for sure which one's which. And this will be the sun. So let's make this, should we do a yellow or a red? But let's do a yellow base for the sun, and then we'll dip it into some red later on. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm going to use the regular kitchen skewer and I'm just going to get painting. This is the set I decided to get. This is 24 colours. You don't get loads of each one, but you get a nice selection of colours. And I'll link to this. I'll link to everything that I used in the comments. I think I'll use a nice, maybe primary yellow or lemon yellow. Maybe primary yellow. Yeah, let's do that. And now I'm just going to mix up some acrylic paints because I'm going to do a base layer on all of the planets, and this is just so that the marbling parts stand out quite nicely. And this is for the sun. I'm just doing that layer here and colouring it, and the acrylic paint works really well on polystyrene balls, so you could, if you wanted to, just paint them with acrylic paint. And then next on is the next big planet, and this is Jupiter, so I'm going to put a layer of brown around this. And then I'm going to do the next biggest one, which is Saturn. I'm going to use this yellow creamy off-white kind of colour as the base layer. And then next up we're going to Uranus, which is this icy blue colour. And then next up is Neptune, which I decided to do this sort of deeper, beautiful, deep blue, royal, turquoisey kind of blue. And the next step I'm going to do a even deeper blue, and that is going to be the base coat for Earth. And then we've got some orange, so this is going to be Venus. And this little dinky one, which is all red, is going to be Mars. and this little grey one is our Mercury. So remember what I said, when you buy this kit you get a little stick for each one, and you also get one that's supposed to be the right kind of size to scale. So I'm just going to paint these sticks in black. You don't have to paint them, but I just think they will look better if they are a colour. Now into the dipping. We'll start in order this time with Mercury. I'm just going to put some dots of this marbling paint, which are kind of very dark bluish colours, and some metallic grey too. Now something's not right with the water here, because they should really spread out more than this, but you can see they're not. So I'm just going to use a stick and spread it, and then dip and back up again. And that's our Mercury, which we will leave to dry. And then Venus. So here is the next planet, and we're going to do Mars. And then dip it with some of this yellow and red. It's got a little bit funny, it's kind of sticking together, so I had to change the water. And we're going to dip it in. So I'm going to do that with each one now. I'm going to take each planet and dip it in with some colours that I think will look nice on top. Now for some of the other colours it's actually very difficult to get marbling paint in the right colours, like brown for example and beige. So I read that you can actually use food colouring mixed with a bit of oil instead. So I got some brown and beigey food oil. It didn't work very well, as you can see, because they like to kind of stick little balls, but I thought, you know what, we'll use it anyway for Saturn. That's what I've done there, just gathering up the little dots there, and it's quite oily so it does take a while to dry. But this is our Saturn, and this is Jupiter, which also has sort of beigey swirls, which is a difficult colour to get marbling paint in. So again, I'm using a mixture of marbling paint. Also remember that if you decide to use food colouring, liquid food colour is the one that will work. I tried using the gel ones and they just don't mix nicely in with the oil. So this is our Jupiter. And then finally, I've got a bit of super glue. I'm going to stick a bit of the foam rim around Saturn. You get that with the kit, remember? And then we just stick it into the sun in the right order. And there is a guide with this kit, so you should be able to do it. And there you go, there's our finished product. And this takes absolutely forever to dry in the sun. Make sure you don't use too much marbling paint because that will really affect it. The first time we did it, it just didn't dry at all. And you can also spray it with some fixative if you want. And here is what it looks like, guys. I hope you enjoy it. So there's different things you can do with this. You can keep it like this, or you could attach some string, and you can certainly dangle it or hang it somewhere. And it's really cool for school science projects if you guys are doing that in science. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that video, and please hit subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.